The Virgin Queen Elizabeth I, the story of an extraordinary ruler. On September 7th, 1533, Queen Elizabeth I, one of the most famous female rulers in history, was born at Greenwich Palace in England. She was the daughter of King Henry VIII of England and his second wife, Anne Boleyn. Before Elizabeth's birth, the king had hoped to have a son but was disappointed when she had a daughter. Yet no one could have imagined that this little princess would one day change the history of England. Elizabeth's life was difficult from the beginning. When she was only 2 years old, her mother, Anne Boleyn, was arrested on charges of treason, adultery, and conspiracy. She was later sentenced to death. Many historians believe that these charges were politically motivated. After her mother's death, Elizabeth was removed from her status as legitimate princess. Even in the palace, she continued to grow up in uncertainty and fear. Despite her difficult childhood, Elizabeth was very talented. She showed a deep interest in education from an early age. She learned Latin, Greek, French, and Italian. She also studied history, philosophy, religion, and politics. Her teachers believed that this princess would do something extraordinary in the future. After the death of King Henry VIII, his son Edward VI ascended the throne of England. But Edward died at a young age. After some political unrest, Elizabeth's half-sister Mary became Queen of England. Mary was a strict Catholic ruler and is known in history as Bloody Mary for executing many people for religious reasons. Elizabeth was also suspected at that time. She was even imprisoned in the Tower of London. She was later released due to lack of evidence, but she always lived a cautious life. Elizabeth ascended the throne of England at the age of 25 after the death of Mary I in 1558. The country was then plagued by various crises, religious divisions, economic problems, and threats from foreign powers, all of which were difficult. But the new queen began to deal with these problems one by one through patience, intelligence, and foresight. Elizabeth adopted a moderate approach to reduce religious conflict. She formulated policies that maintained a relative balance between Catholics and Protestants. Although the conflict did not end completely, her decision played an important role in restoring stability to the country. During the reign of Queen Elizabeth, art, literature, and culture flourished in England. This period is called the Elizabethan era or Elizabethan Golden Age in history. The famous playwright William Shakespeare wrote his best plays during this period. England became one of the cultural centers of Europe with the development of theater, poetry, music, and painting. One of Elizabeth's greatest achievements was defeating the Spanish Armada in 1588. At that time, Spain was one of the most powerful empires in the world. King Philip II of Spain wanted to invade England and overthrow Elizabeth, but the Spanish Armada was defeated due to the brave leadership, advanced tactics, and adverse weather conditions of the English Navy. This victory greatly increased England's prestige and established the country as a powerful maritime power. Elizabeth's personal life was also mysterious. Many princes and nobles of Europe proposed to her, but she never married. She believed that marriage could reduce her ability to make independent decisions and allow foreign influence to enter English politics. She once said that her real husband was England. For this reason, she is known in history as the Virgin Queen. During her reign, seafaring also expanded greatly in England. English sailors and explorers traveled to new regions and expanded trade. This laid the foundation for the future British Empire. However, not everything was rosy during her reign. Several rebellions broke out in Ireland, which England had to fight for a long time to suppress. In addition, in her later life, there was some discontent among the people due to the cost of the war and the weak economy. However, her popularity did not completely disappear. As Elizabeth grew older, she became more and more lonely. Many of her close advisors and friends died. She did not give birth to any children, and concerns about her succession also increased. It was eventually decided to accept James VI, King of Scotland, as her heir. Queen Elizabeth I died on March 24, 1603 at the age of 69. She ruled England for about 45 years. Her death ended the Tudor dynasty, and King James VI of Scotland ascended the throne as James I of England. This marked the beginning of a new era between the dynasties of England and Scotland. Even today, Queen Elizabeth I is remembered as one of the most successful female rulers in the world. She was not just a queen but a unique symbol of courage, intelligence and leadership. Overcoming political crises, foreign invasions and personal suffering, she built an England that became one of the most powerful countries in the world in the following centuries. Her life proves that strong will, wisdom and the right leadership can change the fate of a nation. So even after centuries, Queen Elizabeth I remains immortal in the pages of history.